Willie D Live.
And literally, man, I don't run from confrontation if it makes sense, like, to have the conversation. Like, you see what I'm saying? Some shit is not worth my time, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, my city and back to, like I was saying about the destroying part. The last thing because this matters. So 48 Laws of Power say don't mess with nobody who tried to completely destroy you. By him talking on that tape, it was like a way of trying to, assassinate my character. And, I don't respect that because our culture, right? The black people, right? Our culture, right? We watch all these mafia movies and all that. Like, you never go against your city for somebody out of town. If you got problems internally with your city, you handle it amongst, but you never let a person come from out of town and divide shit. So when a person is able to do that, that already shows that, well, damn, y'all already kind of low-key hating me. This was just a way for y'all to, you feel me, let y'all, so I don't respect that, and it's a lot of fans that don't respect that. You never go against your city for somebody that ain't from there. You know what I'm saying? But even though that shit is squash and all that shit, I ain't tripping on that shit no more. But you don't do that. And OGs need OGs. But when you think you too big for knowledge for somebody to correct you, like me, even though I know what I know, I don't think I know everything. I know a lot. And if I don't know, I can find out. I'm not too good to get to receive constructive criticism. That don't mean I gotta take it, but I'm not too big to hear it. And if it makes sense and I feel like I need to apply it, I'll apply it. It don't matter whether it came from a homeless person or not. So I'm just built different, bro. Like, sometimes being a nice guy all the time and people seeing the media train and, taking the high road, sometimes that shit can be a gift and a curse. But, in the comments, like 98% of the people are saying, like, his story changed and from the other interview he did and outlet. And I just feel like if you genuinely actually loved me, you would have got them numbers and showed me the numbers, and I was going to give you a deal, out. I was going to keep it out of courts. Like, I was literally going to be like, hey, all right, we worked something out. Boom, boom, boom. Make it feasible to where you can still survive if you're solely depending on the money that came from my shit, because he said that's how he been surviving. I was going to make it tailor-make the payment plan so it don't take him under. Then all the other money that's out there, the millions that these big companies owe us that she go find, now that me and him have an agreement, now look, let's bust this down. This is your part as a CEO. So this all is something he wanted to do, bro. It's clout chasing, and I never.
It's dangerous though too, because he called you pretty much like a thief. He said you're stealing people's publishing, and we know that in this game, when those words are, that he's taking something from somebody else. Some people don't understand, or maybe not care, especially in the social media world we are. They're going to believe that to be the
correct,
truth.
And that could put a person's life in jeopardy.
Yeah, one of my, if I'm correct, I believe Trey D went to prison many years ago because he thought, the situation with Snoop Dogg. That's old, but people understand that first of all you got to handle your business. But Flip is an artist who's been handling his business, and as he fixes his stuff, it works for other people because when I call him and like old catalog stuff comes, he gives me the splits, and he actually remembers. You know what I'm saying? If not goes, and he's never said 100% if somebody else is on there.
Bro, yes.
He always says, who, I'm surprised, how do you remember
because
all
I
this
know
stuff?
what I did. Like, if I did a song with somebody and I know I wrote the hook and I did a verse, I'm fair with that shit. I'm like, all right, he did this. Like, I'm not on there. Most people who sold multi-platinum records, Willie, you know this, if they do a feature with somebody and you can't afford to pay them like the 30K or the 40K, well, I want a bigger chunk of the writers. I want 40%. I want 90%. You know what I'm saying? People do that type of stuff. Like, man, look, get what you contributed. If your ass didn't write nothing, then you don't need to get none of the writers.
Let me check out your split philosophy. Let's say you wrote
I was going to do splits or something.
Let's say you wrote the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love his
yeah, come on.
He has an awesome split philosophy.
Come on.
And somebody else wrote the verses.
Mm-hmm.
You wrote the hook, they wrote the verses. What's the split?
It's 25-25. The producer get 50.
That boy gonna gang. That boy on gang. That's
Yeah.
that's what I would do. Because the hook is very.
The hook is the most important part of the song.
I don't care how many verses.
That's
you
half.
have.
Yeah, the hook is
that
half.
Hook
In
is
my
half
mind,
the song. Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta shake your hand on that, black man.
The hook is half the song.
The hook is half the song. So
the hook is very important.
But sometimes you're even gracious on that.
yeah, sometimes I
depending on
who it is and what. Sometimes I give him a little bit more.
Gracious on that because he's so good. You know, he got some
Yeah.
thousands of songs.
Bro, I don't love money, Willie. That was the whole reason me to sit down with him and tell him, like, bro, listen, man, we made history. We did some shit. You ain't do everything right. I ain't do everything right, but I did 99% of the shit right because I come from a family of people, my grandmother, my daddy, they was working for their money, man. I am a hustler. I would sell myself people fuck with my personality. When people fuck with me, they end up wanting to do more business. It's a revolving door with me. I know the gift that I got. So I really was genuinely sitting down with him to let him know, like, I'm not a little kid. I'm not a teenager. You can't play with me like I'm a little kid. Talk to me and respect me like a man. Let's come up to agreement and let's move around. But you don't even want to show me the numbers, so how can I trust you? And we was partners on this. I get if I was asking you to show me numbers on a business you started on your own, I ain't had nothing to do with. I get it if I was asking you to show me the numbers from Sucker Free Entertainment. You had that before you met me. No, I'm talking about on what we started together. That ain't bad. That ain't good business, man. I don't respect that.
You had alluded to some things about that, and you see he's always held on to the high road, but he had the opportunity. We had these 2 meetings. Hump had the opportunity because, and we have it, we said, let's just get this, and then don't even worry, I'll go get the money. And on the real, I'm a businesswoman. I love to make money. I love to make my artists happy. I love to say that I accomplished these tasks, right? I get it when I don't give up. Sometimes it's taken me 10 years to crack a case for my clients and get them paid. So I don't give up. But we have the opportunity to come together and work to get that money out of the major labels. So we're not even asking him, but instead of him showing his hand, you know, for whatever reasons, he came on here and tried to discredit Flip's character. Flip's been waiting just for the answer so that I can do my job because whatever that money he got ain't nothing compared to the 15, 20 years
of shit that's accumulated.
I want to see y'all go get that money,
and we go get it.
Y'all got to go get that. Y'all got to come
But
together.
check this out before I forget this, Willie. Before I forget
Come on.
this matters because I don't want to forget this. The hard copies and streaming deals. Just keep remembering them 2 topics. Let's start with the hard copies. Like I said, for him to get on here like, man, you taking from the legends. He's still selling hard copies of the Leprechaun and HSC and mixtapes. I've sent some of my people to go buy some just to see if it was real. So we already got proof on that. And if you love the legends and Hawk and all these people, Hawk is on the Leprechaun and the HSC. How many checks have you gave Hawk family off of those hard copies? Because you ain't gave me none. So all those artists you claiming you love and all this, have you been paying them off of these hard copies that you're selling? That's copyright infringement.
Thank you.
Now, secondary, see, I always move respectable. Like I told you, if I fall out with somebody and we had business together, I'm not going to let my emotions or how I feel about you alter what we agreed upon. You know what I'm saying? It's been different people approach me with streaming deals for these albums. Like, man, we want to give you this much million. We want to give you this. And I always tell them, I had a business partner when I did this. For me, I can't just sell you this or do this. I said I would have to get on the same page with him, and me and him not seeing eye to eye right now. So if the shoe was on the other foot, if somebody came and offered, which somebody probably did, but who knows, right? You know, if somebody came and offered him like, hey, man, I'll give you, some millions for all these streams and the rights to this, he probably would do it and not contact me.
Right.
But me, I would contact him because you know what? No matter what I feel about you, how I look at you, we was partners on this.